There's nothing wrong with you. The problem was never your character. The problem was never a lack of desire. The problem was that you were using the wrong tool. You were trying to defeat a habit with willpower, and willpower is the single worst weapon you could possibly bring to that fight. Willpower is a battery. That's the truth of it. It's a battery, and every battery drains. You wake up in the morning with a certain amount of charge, and by the end of the day, that charge is nearly gone. Every decision you make draws from it. Every temptation you resist draws from it. Every stressful conversation, every difficult task, every moment of self-control, it all pulls from that same limited supply. And so by the time evening comes, by the time you're tired and worn down and the day has taken its toll, you have almost nothing left. And that's precisely when the habit strikes. That's precisely when the craving shows up. Not in the morning when you're strong, in the evening when you're empty. So think about what you've been doing. You've been trying to win a battle at the exact moment you're least equipped to fight it. It's like trying to run a marathon after you've already run a marathon. Of course you fail. Anybody would fail. The failure isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign that you brought a battery to a fight that never ends. Because a habit doesn't get tired. A habit doesn't run out of charge. A habit doesn't have a bad day and decide to take the night off. A habit is patient. A habit will wait. It will sit there quietly every single day for as long as it takes, until the one afternoon your willpower runs dry. And then it will step right back in like it never left. That's the mistake nearly everyone makes. They treat a bad habit like a duel. Me against the craving, my willpower against the urge. And they think whoever is stronger wins. But it was never a fair contest. And it was never supposed to be won that way. You cannot outdiscipline something that never sleeps. So tonight, we're going to set willpower aside. We're going to stop relying on the battery. And we're going to learn how habits actually work, because once you understand the machinery, you don't have to fight it anymore. You just have to rearrange it. Every habit, every single one, follows the same simple structure. There's a trigger, there's a routine, and there's a reward. That's the whole machine. Something cues the behavior. You perform the behavior, and you get something out of it. And that something, that reward, is the reason the behavior repeats. Now, here's what almost nobody understands. The habit isn't really about the routine. You think you're addicted to the habit itself, or the snack, or the drink, or the wasting of time. You're not. You're addicted to the reward. You're addicted to what those things give you, the relief, the comfort, the escape, the little hit of pleasure that arrives right on schedule. The routine is just the delivery vehicle. It's just the road the reward travels on. And here's why this matters so much. When you try to quit using willpower, you're attacking the routine. You're trying to block the road, but you're leaving the trigger in place, and you're leaving the craving for the reward completely untouched. So all you've done is stand in the middle of the road with your arms out, trying to hold back traffic. Through sheer effort, you'll hold it back for a while. But the traffic never stops coming. And eventually you get tired, and eventually you get run over. So we're not going to stand in the road. We're going to understand the road. We're going to look at every part of that machine, the trigger, the routine, the reward, and we're going to work with it instead of against it. Let's start with the trigger, because the trigger is where most people never even think to look. A trigger is whatever sets the habit in motion. And triggers almost always fall into one of a few categories. There's a time of day, there's a location, there's an emotional state, there's the people around you, and there's the action that came right before. Now, here's the thing about triggers. Once a habit is established, you don't consciously experience the trigger anymore. The whole thing has gone underground. You don't think it's 3 o'clock, and 3 o'clock is when I always eat something sweet, so now I feel a craving. No, you just suddenly find yourself standing at the cupboard with no memory of deciding to walk there. The trigger fired, The craving rose, the body moved, and your conscious mind wasn't even invited to the meeting. That's what makes triggers so powerful and so invisible. They operate below the surface. And you cannot change something you can't see. So the first real work before you change anything at all is simply to become a detective in your own life, to watch yourself, to catch the habit in the act and ask, what happened right before this? Where was I? What time was it? Who was I with? What was I feeling? I want you to understand that this observation alone, this simple act of watching, is more powerful than all the willpower you've ever mustered. Because a habit performed in the dark has all the power, and a habit dragged into the light starts to lose it. The moment you can say, there it is, that's my trigger. Every time I feel stressed after a phone call, I reach for the same thing. You've taken the first real step toward freedom. Most people never take that step. They jump straight to fighting the routine. And they wonder why it never works. It never works because they're fighting the caboose and ignoring the engine. The engine is the trigger. And once you find the engine, you have options you never had before. Because here's one of the most powerful things you can do. You can eliminate the trigger entirely, not resist it, not overcome it. Eliminate it. Make it so the habit never even gets the signal to begin. Say your habit is eating something unhealthy every evening while you sit in a particular chair. You've watched yourself and you've noticed that it's not really about hunger. It's the chair. It's the time. It's the routine of sitting down and reaching for the snack that's always right there on the side table. The chair is the trigger. The snack being within arm's reach is the trigger. So you don't sit in that chair for a while. You don't keep the snack in the house. You don't put it on the side table. You've removed the engine. And now when evening comes, the machine has nothing to start it. There's no signal. There's no craving standing at attention because the thing that summoned it isn't there anymore. You didn't fight the habit. You quietly starved it of its beginning. This is what I mean when I say we're building architecture instead of relying on willpower. The person relying on willpower keeps the snack on the table and then tries night after night to resist it, and they lose because they've placed themselves in an unwinnable position. The person building architecture removes the snack from the house on Saturday afternoon when they're clear-headed and strong, so that on Tuesday night, when they're tired and weak, there's simply nothing to resist. Do you see the difference? One person is fighting the same battle every single evening, over and over, forever. The other person fought it once in a grocery store, in a calm moment, and never has to fight it again. That's not a stronger person. That's a smarter arrangement. But sometimes you can't eliminate the trigger. Some triggers are woven into your life. You can't eliminate stress. You can't eliminate every difficult emotion. You can't eliminate the passage of time or the people you love. And this is where the second technique comes in. And it's the heart of everything I want to teach you tonight. You don't destroy a habit by removing the routine. You destroy a habit by replacing the routine while keeping the trigger and keeping the reward. That's the secret the whole thing turns on. You leave the beginning alone, you leave the ending alone, and you swap out the middle. Think about what a habit is really trying to give you. Nobody stays up too late because they love the hours slipping away. They do it because it gives them a break, a pause, a moment of relief from tension. Nobody wastes an evening because they enjoy wasting time. They do it because it gives them escape from stress, or comfort from loneliness, or numbness from something they don't want to feel. Here's the truth. The reward underneath is always something deeper than the surface behavior. So when you understand the reward the habit is delivering, you can ask a completely different question. Not, how do I resist this? But how else could I get this same reward? Because if you can find another routine that delivers the same reward when the same trigger fires, you don't have to fight anything. You just redirect the machine down a different road to the same destination. The stress hits. That's the trigger, and it isn't going anywhere. The craving rises for relief. That's the reward, and it's a legitimate need. Instead of the old routine, you insert a new one. You take a walk around the block. You do 10 deep breaths. You call a friend. You step outside for 2 minutes of fresh air. And if that new routine genuinely delivers the relief, the same reward the old habit used to deliver, then over time, the machine simply learns a new path. Now, this is not instant. I want to be honest with you about that. The first time you insert the new routine, it will feel clumsy and unsatisfying because your body was expecting the old one. It'll say, that's not what we do here. But if the reward is truly there, if the walk really does relieve the stress, then repetition does its patient work, and the craving slowly begins to point toward the new behavior instead of the old one. That's how you rewire a habit without fighting it. You honor the trigger, you honor the reward, and you simply teach the machine a new route in between. It's the difference between trying to dam up a river and digging at a new channel. Dam it up and it fights you with all its force and eventually breaks through. Dig at a new channel and the water flows willingly because water always wants to go somewhere. Your cravings are the same. They want to go somewhere. Your job isn't to stop them. Your job is to give them a better place to go. Now, I want to talk about the reward itself because this is where people make a subtle mistake that dooms them from the start. They choose a replacement routine that doesn't actually deliver the same reward, and then they wonder why it doesn't stick. If your habit is snacking in the afternoon and you discover through honest observation that the real reward isn't hunger at all, it's boredom. It's the need for a little stimulation to break up a dull afternoon, then a glass of water is not going to work. A glass of water doesn't relieve boredom. So you'll try it for a day, you'll feel unsatisfied, and you'll go right back to the snack. And you'll conclude that the whole method doesn't work. But it wasn't the method that failed, it was the diagnosis. You treated the wrong reward. You have to be precise about what the habit is really giving you. If it's boredom, you need stimulation. If it's stress, you need relief. If it's loneliness, you need connection. If it's fatigue, you may need actual rest. Match the reward correctly, and the new routine holds. Match it wrong, and it collapses every time. This is why the detective work matters so much. This is why you cannot skip the observation. You have to know what you're really chasing before you can chase it somewhere better. Most people have been performing a habit for years and have never once asked themselves what they're actually getting out of it. They just do it, and you can't replace a reward you've never bothered to identify. So sit with it, watch yourself perform the habit, and in the moment right after, ask, what did I just get from that? What do I feel now that I didn't feel a minute ago? That feeling, whatever it is the reward. That's the target. Once you know the target, you can find 100 better ways to hit it. Now let's talk about the environment, because I told you willpower is a battery. And I want to give you the thing that makes willpower almost unnecessary. That thing is your environment. Your surroundings are the invisible hand that shapes almost everything you do. And most people never think about them at all. Here is a principle I want you to carry with you for the rest of your life. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your environment. Whatever is easy to reach is what you will reach for. Whatever is in front of you is what you will do. Whatever surrounds you is what you will become. So if you keep the thing you're trying to quit within arm's reach, you have made failure the path of least resistance. And human beings, all of us, follow the path of least resistance. That's not a flaw. That's just how we're built. Water runs downhill. People run toward what's easy. And if the bad habit is the easy thing, you will do the bad habit, no matter how sincere your intentions were this morning. So the work becomes this: make the bad habit hard, make it inconvenient, add friction, put distance between you and the thing. If it's food, don't have it in the house, so that indulging requires getting in the car and driving to the store. That's often enough friction to stop the craving in its tracks, because the craving is impulsive, and the drive gives your rational mind time to catch up. And on the other side, make the good habit easy. Reduce the friction on the thing you want to do. If you want to read instead of wasting the evening, leave the book open on your pillow. If you want to exercise in the morning, sleep in your workout clothes. If you want to drink water instead of something sugary, fill the pitcher and put it front and center in the refrigerator. Every ounce of friction you remove from the good behavior, and every ounce you add to the bad one, is willpower you no longer have to spend. Do you see what we're doing? We're taking the battery out of the equation. We're arranging your world so that the right thing is the easy thing and the wrong thing is the hard thing. And when you do that, you don't need to be strong. You just need to have been thoughtful in advance at a moment when you could afford to think clearly. This is the great deception about people who seem to have iron discipline. You look at them and you think they must have tremendous willpower. Look how effortlessly they resist. But if you followed them home, if you saw how they've arranged their lives, you'd discover the truth. They almost never resist anything. They've simply built a world where the temptations aren't there to be resisted in the first place. They don't fight the cookie. There's no cookie. They didn't win a battle of self-control. They arranged the room so the battle never happened. That's the secret you've been missing. You've been admiring their willpower when what you should be studying is their environment. The disciplined person and the undisciplined person often have the exact same amount of willpower. The difference is that one of them stopped relying on it and started building around it. And the other one keeps showing up to the same fight every day, exhausted and losing. Now, I want to give you something that works alongside the environment, because there are moments when the trigger fires and you're already in it and you need something to do in that instant. And this is where the pause becomes your greatest ally. A craving is not permanent. This is one of the most liberating facts about the human mind, and almost nobody uses it. A craving is a wave. It rises, it peaks, and it falls. And if you can put even a small delay between the trigger and the routine, the wave often crests and breaks before you ever act on it. So when the urge arrives, you don't fight it. Fighting it just gives it fuel. Instead, you delay it. You say to yourself, I can have this. I'm not telling myself, no, I'm just going to wait 10 minutes first. And here's the beauty of that. You haven't triggered the rebellion that comes with denial. You haven't said no, so there's nothing to rebel against. You've simply postponed. And in those 10 minutes, the wave passes. The craving that felt so overwhelming, so absolutely urgent, quietly recedes. And you look back and can barely remember why it felt so important. Try it and you'll be astonished. The urge that seemed like it would tear you apart if you didn't obey it immediately, that same urge, given 10 minutes of daylight, deflates like a balloon with a slow leak. Because cravings survive on immediacy. They demand to be fed right now. Introduce even a small delay and you rob them of the one thing they need to win. And every time you ride out that wave, something important happens beneath the surface. You teach yourself that the craving is not a command. You prove to your own mind that you can feel the urge and not obey it, and that the world does not end. And that lesson, repeated enough times, changes your entire relationship with the habit. The craving still comes, but it no longer carries authority. It's just a feeling now, rising and falling, and you're the one who decides what happens next. Now, I've told you what to do. Find the trigger, replace the routine, honor the reward, build the environment, ride the wave. But I would be doing you a disservice if I didn't warn you about the moments when all of it gets tested, because those moments are coming. And if you're not ready for them, they'll undo everything. The first one is stress. When life gets hard, when the pressure mounts, your brain does something predictable. It reaches for the familiar. Under stress, the old worn grooves of the mind are the easiest to fall into. The new routine you've been building is still fragile, still shallow, and the old routine is a deep canyon carved over years. So when the stress hits, gravity pulls you toward the canyon. And this is exactly why so many people rebuild a habit they thought they'd destroyed. They do beautifully for weeks, and then a genuine crisis arrives, a real one. And in the middle of that crisis, they reach for the old comfort, and just like that, the groove reopens. The way to survive this is to know it's coming. To say to yourself in advance, when hard times come, my old habit will call my name, and it will sound like an old friend offering help, but it's not help. It's a trap wearing the face of comfort. Decide right now, before the stress arrives, what you will do instead when it does. Because if you wait until you're in the middle of the storm to decide, the storm will decide for you. Pre-decide your response to hardship the same way you pre-decide anything else, when you're calm and clear, so that when the pressure comes, the decision is already standing at the door. The second dangerous moment is what I'd call the moment of false confidence. This one catches people who have done well. You've gone 30 days without the habit. You feel strong. You feel like you've beaten it. And that feeling of victory whispers something dangerous, an excuse. And so you have the one. And here's the terrible truth about the one. It's almost never just one. The one reopens the trigger you worked so hard to eliminate. The one reawakens the reward pathway you'd let go quiet. The one tells your mind, we do this again. And the whole machine, which was rusting shut, springs back to life. And within a week or two, you're right back where you started, bewildered, asking how it happened so fast. It happened fast because you never actually deleted the old habit. You can't delete a habit. The groove is still there in your mind, permanently waiting. What you did was build a new, stronger groove alongside it and let the old one grow over. But it never disappeared. And the one, the single innocent indulgence, is a shovel that clears away all that overgrowth in a single stroke. So the person who has succeeded must be more vigilant, not less. The danger isn't at the beginning when you're afraid of failing. The danger is later when you're proud of succeeding. The third dangerous moment is the broken streak. And this is the one that turns a small slip into a total collapse. You've been doing well, and then one day you fail. You have the thing you swore off. Now, that single failure by itself means almost nothing. One slip in a long chain of success is a rounding error. It doesn't undo your progress. It barely registers. But watch what the mind does with it. The mind says, well, you've already blown it. The streak is broken. You might as well go all the way. Start fresh on Monday. And that thought, that one poisonous thought, is what turns a single cookie into an entire weekend of surrender. It's not the first slip that destroys people. It's the story they tell themselves about the first slip. So here's a rule I want you to engrave somewhere permanent. Never miss twice. One slip is an accident. 2 slips is the beginning of a new habit. If you fail today, fine. You're human. But you get right back on the very next opportunity. You do not wait for Monday. You do not wait for the first of the month. You do not wait for some clean, symbolic starting point. The next chance you get, you're back. Because the real skill isn't never falling. Nobody never falls. The real skill is how fast you get back up. And the champion is simply the one who refuses to let one bad day become 2. Now let's talk about identity. Because everything I've given you so far is mechanical, and mechanics alone won't carry you across the finish line. Underneath the trigger and the routine and the reward, there's something deeper that determines whether any of this holds. And that something is who you believe you are. Every action you take is a vote for the kind of person you believe yourself to be. When you perform the bad habit, you're not just doing a thing, you're casting a vote. You're saying, this is who I am. I'm the kind of person who does this. And every repetition strengthens that identity, deepens it, makes it more true. That's why habits feel so hard to break. They're not just behaviors, they've become part of your sense of self. So the person who says, I'm trying to spend less, is fighting an uphill battle. Because in that very sentence, they've confessed their identity. They're still a spender who is trying not to spend. And the identity underneath keeps pulling them back. Because a spender is what they believe they are. But the person who says, I'm not a spender, has changed the ground beneath their feet. They're not resisting anything. There's nothing to resist. You don't have to use willpower to avoid something that isn't part of who you are. Do you feel the difference? One person is a spender fighting the urge. The other person simply isn't a spender. And so the purchase isn't a temptation, it's just an object that has nothing to do with them. This is the deepest level of destroying a habit without willpower. When the behavior no longer matches your identity, it falls away almost on its own because it's become foreign. It's become something other people do. But you don't get to declare a new identity out of thin air. You can't just wake up one morning and announce that you're a different person and expect it to stick. Identity is built the same way habits are built, one small action at a time. Every time you choose the new behavior over the old one, you cast a vote for the new identity. And enough votes over enough time, and the election is won. You become, in fact, the person you've been voting to become. This is why I never want you to despise the small wins. You take one walk instead of one skipped promise to yourself, and it feels insignificant. You think, one walk, what does that matter? But it isn't just a walk, it's a vote. It's a small piece of evidence entered into the record that says, I am becoming the kind of person who handles stress differently now. And you're not trying to win the whole thing in a day. You're just trying to build a stack of evidence so tall that eventually your mind has no choice but to believe it. So stop trying to change your behavior in order to change your habit. Turn it around, decide who you want to be, and let every small action serve that identity. Ask yourself, not, how do I stop this habit, but what would the person I want to become do right now? And then do that. Not because you have iron discipline, because you're building a self, one vote at a time. And each vote is easy. I want to bring all of this together now because I've handed you a lot of pieces, and I don't want you to leave here with a pile of parts instead of a working machine. So let me show you how it all fits together into one clear picture. A habit is a machine with three parts: a trigger, a routine, and a reward. You find the trigger by watching yourself with the patience of a detective. And where you can, you remove it entirely so the machine never starts. Where you can't remove it, you identify the true reward the habit delivers. And you build a new routine that delivers that same reward when the same trigger fires. So the craving simply learns a better road. You arrange your environment so that the good behavior is easy and the bad behavior is hard, taking the battery of willpower out of the fight almost completely. When a craving does arrive, you don't fight it. You delay it, and you let the wave rise and fall on its own. You prepare in advance for the stress, the false confidence, and the broken streak, knowing they're coming and refusing to be surprised. And beneath all of it, you build a new identity, one small vote at a time, until the old behavior no longer fits the person you've become. That's the whole thing. And notice what's missing from that entire picture. There's no white knuckling, there's no jaw clenching, there's no daily war of self-control that you have to win over and over until the day you die. There's no battery draining down to empty every evening, while the habit waits patiently for its moment. Because we never asked you to be stronger than the habit. We asked you to be smarter than the habit. And you can always be smarter than a habit. Because a habit, for all its patience and persistence, is not intelligent. It's a machine, and a machine can be understood, and anything that can be understood can be rebuilt. So here's what I want you to do when you leave here tonight. Pick one habit, just one. Not all of them at once, because trying to change everything is its own form of failure. Pick the one that's costing you the most and become its detective for a few days. Don't try to stop it yet. Just watch it. Learn its trigger. Discover its reward. Get to know the machine before you touch it. Then, and only then, begin to rearrange it. Remove what you can remove. Replace what you can replace. Add friction where the bad path is, and remove friction where the good path is. Prepare for the hard moments before they come. And with every small right choice, cast one more vote for the person you're deciding to become. You have spent years believing that you were weak, that you lacked discipline, that something in your character was broken because you kept losing to the same habit again and again. But you were never weak. You were simply fighting with the wrong weapon, on the wrong ground, at the wrong time. You brought a battery to a fight against something that never sleeps. Set the battery down. You don't need it anymore. The habit was never a test of your strength. It was a puzzle waiting for your understanding. And now you understand it. So go home and quietly, patiently, without a single ounce of the willpower you thought this would require, take the machine apart and build a better one in its place. That's not a battle you have to win. That's a design you get to create.